So with tons of XRP ETFs on the horizon, an expert recently just talked about how XRP ETFs could bring the biggest inflows in all of crypto. I want to talk a little bit about, what we're waiting for. We've got some huge deadlines coming up in October, starting with Grayscale's deadline of October 18th. We've got a lot that follow, including 21 Shares, Canary Capital, Franklin Templeton, and of course we think BlackRock will eventually come to the fold as well, and Fidelity, all the big names. They'll most likely come in late, capture a lot of the attention once everything is cleared for ETFs to go live. We also had some recent news that Cardano, Solana, Avalanche, they had some recent listings as well, SB1 listings with the SEC. But what could this mean for XRP, both the price of XRP, adoption rates, etc.? So Don Kwok, co-founder of EZA, emphasized that XRP ETFs could surpass other crypto-related exchange-traded funds in terms of inflows, because there's so much pent-up demand that hasn't been able to really have a place where they can invest into XRP. We saw what happened with Bitcoin. We're seeing what's happened with Ethereum. Traditional investors want to invest in crypto through the traditional ways that they're used to, and that is ETFs, exchange-traded funds. Now, during an interview on the Paul Barron Network, also a very popular, crypto educator, YouTuber, Kwok suggested that if the United States approved XRP ETFs, which we are expecting that to happen later this year, they could attract the largest inflows of any crypto ETFs. His reasoning is based on XRP's global holder base, which he believes is among the largest in the crypto industry. And he also outlined some factors indicating strong demand for XRP ETFs. So XRP right now continues to be the most actively traded crypto in the market. Its daily trading volume is 6.6 billion, with nearly 6.5 billion coming from centralized exchanges. Given XRP's massive volume numbers, a lot of the experts are saying that the demand is there. We could see it in the numbers, and I could just speak from creating content on YouTube. There's a ton of retail interest. We know there's institutional backing. It's the only reason we went from 50 cents to $3 in a 5-week stretch, right? So, as previously reported, XRP made history on CME after it became the fastest crypto to hit an open interest of $1 billion. This came just 3 months after XRP futures contracts made their debut on the leading derivatives marketplace. So that's another sign that there's a lot of demand for institutional XRP. And for context, again, coming back to Bitcoin and Ethereum, these two right now are the only two we have with standalone ETFs in the United States. Now, while Bitcoin ETFs have attracted a total of $54 billion in inflows, Ethereum is working its way up to over $13 billion. Several asset managers, including Canary, Grayscale, Bitwise, Franklin Templeton, as we mentioned, they're all vying and jockeying for position here to get their ETF approved for XRP. There are 11 ETFs filed right now with the SEC. We recently got some news from the SEC that they're trying to fast track this process, get it ready for mid to end September. If this happens, this is going to be great, because a lot of our deadlines come up starting in October 18th to be exact, and then we have a bunch of them running even into November on the deadline. So if the SEC can come to conclusions on what ETFs and crypto are going to look like outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, maybe we get the Clarity Act passed, all of a sudden it's paving the way for a great October, November, December, which historically is a phenomenal time for crypto. Now, data from the Poly market, which is the betting market, you can actually bet on these sort of things. They're betting, the people, that XRP has an 84% chance of being approved for an ETF by the end of 2025. So most of the money is on XRP getting an ETF approved by the end of the year. Meanwhile, whether the product will outperform other crypto ETFs in terms of inflows, that remains to be seen. But right now, we do have some indicators telling us that XRP has been and will continue to be a massive investment that people want to make. And it's really been like that for the last year and a half. So just wanted to kind of update you guys and give you guys some thoughts there in terms of what the analysts are saying. Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to sign up for the free newsletter. Appreciate you guys. And let me know you guys are in the chat. Drop your X's down there in the chat so I know you're here. And we'll see you guys in the next one.